Hi, this is Brian from Pop Chaos here in the Chaos Bunker. It's a little different, I know. We're going to go back to the comedy and the wackiness here, but I want to talk to you about a serious subject, something that I know a lot about. I want to talk to you about depression. Now, give you a little backstory. I want to tell you my story. For years I had suffered from depression, didn't know it, didn't realize it, didn't want to admit it. Ever since I was a teenager, but we'll flash forward to early 20s. I had a woman I was dating at the time ask me why I was so angry all the time, and I didn't know. But as the years went on, things just started to get worse. My temper grew shorter and shorter. Really, nothing in my life ever brought me joy. I've often said, Dennis Leary's right, your joy comes in little slivers, cookie, orgasm, whatever. I wasn't even getting that. My joy was nothing. My mother got sick in the mid-90s, and just as she got older, it got worse. Heart disease, strokes started, and kind of came to a head when she lost my stepfather in 2007. So I moved in with her to take care of her, and I lost her in 2008. And when that happened, that pretty much started the spiral. Things got worse and worse and worse, to the point where you've heard the commercials that people suffer pain from depression. I thought that was bullshit. I'll tell you honestly. I thought it was bullshit. How could you hurt that way? I laid in bed in just agony, just like razors on your soul. And it got to the point, at least once while my mother was still alive, when I had a kit together. It was a piece of cardboard, some duct tape, and some dryer hose. And my plan was very simple. I was going to get in my vehicle after I had taped the hose from the tailpipe to the back window, taped all the windows up, and I was just going to light my pipe, sit back, listen to the radio, and go to sleep. I can't tell you why I didn't, to be honest. But obviously I didn't. And shortly after I had planned to do it, I threw my kid away. But flash forward about a year to the first anniversary of her death in 2009, and I had a new plan. See, I work on a garbage truck, and a lot of folks throw away pills, man. A lot of folks throw away pills. So I was thinking, you know, I could just slip a bottle or two in my pocket every once in a while, and then go home one evening, go to the liquor store, get some booze, just put a big bowl of pills right there by my side, and just eat a handful every now and again, wash them down with some liquor, and just go to sleep and never wake up. And I was close. I was very close until somebody talked me into going to therapy. And let me tell you, folks, let me tell you, it is vital, vital. If you feel like I've described, if you feel depressed, hopeless, in pain, angry at the world, like nothing can possibly ever go right, I beg you, I plead with you, get help. Your friends, they'll try to help you. And I know, I want to tell you folks this. This is something like an addict. If you've ever known anybody who's an alcoholic or addicted to pills or addicted to drugs, they will lie to you. You'll say, how are you doing? Oh, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. They'll laugh and they'll smile and they'll act like everything's fine, and then when you walk away, they turn it off and they're back to suffering again. I know I did. And I'll tell you, it got so bad, everybody left me because they knew. They knew what was going to happen, and they didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to help. One person did. One person encouraged me to go get help, and I did. And I'll tell you, I remember after that first session, he gives me these antidepressants, and I thought, this is bullshit. I don't need antidepressants. Fuck this shit. This is bullshit. I woke up one morning, and I'll tell you, it was the first time in a long, long time that I did not look in the mirror and think to myself, I wish you were dead. Because the person I hated most was me. And it was bad. It was very bad. Until I got better. Until I got the help I needed. Until I got the antidepressants into my system. I didn't realize how bad it was. I didn't realize what kind of person I was. And when I don't take them, it's like a switch is thrown and another personality comes forth. And I'm angry at the world and I hate everything and everybody and myself especially. And all I wanted to do was hurt myself. Physically, emotionally, whatever. However ways I could do it, punish myself for existing. I did. And I hope that this... I know I'm going to get flamed for this, so bring it on. I know people are going to call me a pussy and a weakling and all that. Fuck you. But for the people who watch this, I hope, I really hope, that one person, if one person gets help, and I'll give you some resources to help me, but if one person gets the help they need, and I can prevent one person from suffering another day through this, and it is literal hell, folks, literal hell. I suffered, and I still suffer. You're not going to get, it's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get better overnight, but you will get better. Things are not as bad as they seem. One of the things that I've learned is to eliminate the stress in my life. Recently, I ditched Facebook because it was stressful. It was causing me a lot of irritation. I eliminate that stress. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, and I didn't explain myself adequately when I did, but that's why I did it. I mean, Pop Chaos is still on, Jay's still on, but I've stepped back. I'm never going to say that I'm never coming back to Facebook, but for right now, I'm taking a break, at the very least. But anyway, if you do suffer from this, if you suffer from half of what I've described, I recommend a website. It's called The Experience Project. You can look it up on Google. You can post anonymously. There are people there who understand. There are people who've went through what you're going through. They understood what I was going through, and they give you love and support, and it helps. But don't be afraid to turn to your loved ones. Don't be afraid to call the Suicide Crisis Hotline. If you're thinking about suicide, don't. Because suicide is the most selfish thing you can possibly do. Yes, it eliminates your pain, but it causes others so much more. You don't understand what you're doing until it's over, and then it's too late. But if you love someone, don't hurt them by killing yourself. Please, please. I beg you, please don't. But you can look up the National Suicide, there's hotlines, there's Suicide Crisis Hotline. I recommend the Experience Project. Hell, you can email, you can contact me on MySpace, Uncle Smutty on MySpace. Rasvonjonni, RASVONJONNI, one word. You can contact me and I'll talk to you. But just talk to someone. Hell, even if you have to call your local gas station and talk to the attendant, please don't make the decision you cannot take back. I am thankful for every day I have now. I am grateful for every day I have now. I'm grateful that I can stand here and talk to you about this. But please, please, if you're suffering from depression, and I know what kind of hell it is, get help. Please. Thank you very much.